Welcome back to Toyeen Talks. To all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. If you're new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit on the notification bell so you will be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please note the regretful comments. Thanks all for watching till I will see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
I usually ask the question, why did you give him oxygen? How many conspiracies have I said no? 2. What if, see, these are conspiracies that I'm like, why the widow victimization? Why are you only pointing stuffs at woman? What if the 3 people at the back, while Mohbad was gasping, were funeral? And Mumi was just in the front with the nurse going. They were facing front. Oh yeah. There are so many things that could have happened that people are not. This is why I said the opinion of anybody on social media does not matter. The opinion of even the witnesses and the suspects does not matter. In providing justice, the opinion that matters are just 2. The opinion of the Constitution, that is the law, and the opinion of the judge. What does the law say about this? The police would submit all their investigations to the courts. So it is meant for the judiciary process, a judiciary team to apply justice to the issue. The opinion of Dawa class does not matter in justice for Mohbad. The opinion of Temi, the opinion of King White, the opinion of Mama Sita, Tolani Oreni, of even Josiah Loba himself does not matter. The opinion of Gorexi does not matter. Leave the opinion to the law, the police, the Constitution, and the judge. The police, so whether you guys like it or not, Aries is a nobody, same as Dawa class. Aries is a nobody. Her opinion will not... See, when she said that thing that... Lilibet's opinion that... Lilibet just said now that... that is the truth and nobody can change it and I'll take it to my grave. Madam, you are the only occupant of your grave. Madam, you are the only occupant of your grave. Ni tele wonu sare awala ma gbe esin. Awala ma gbe esin, awala ma reyin. So if you like, you take it to your grave. If you like, take it to hellfire. It is not our business. See, everybody that is in the grave, they are all empty. That statement, I'm taking something to the grave, your brain will be senseless in the grave. So there's nothing anybody is taking to the grave. That statement is a statement of a fool. Abi oh baby soft like it is not even a requirement in heaven. In fact, widow victimization in Islam is a sin on its own. You must not oppress widows. It's in Surah Al-Baqarah. You must not oppress widows. They are saying some rubbish about DNA test or no DNA test. I usually ask myself, is DNA test justice for Mohbad? This is something I've said for months. And repeating it is now kind of giving me headache up and down. Let us assume that Liam is not Mohbad's son. Then what? What will happen? Is it not about inheritance? Is it not about the estate, the gratuity, the royalty of Mohbad that you people are doing DNA? Are you doing justice for Mohbad? Is the DNA subject to what is happening at the coroner inquest? No. The coroner inquest is a fact-finding place to get what caused this guy's death. What is happening at that other place is about who and who is going to the probate. Who will be the administrator of the estate of Mohbad? When I say estate does not mean maybe building. No, estate means the things he left behind in terms of wealth and cash. What if, but you guys don't know something. Whether it is a traditional marriage, you call it customary marriage, or a court marriage, or anything, a child born in a marriage remains, this is just the law. A child born in a marriage remains the son of that man even after death. So far, during his lifetime, they call something deathbed wish, death man's wish. While he was dying, did he say, he never did anything like that throughout his lifetime. If he did, you have to present an evidence. And that is why the court is even granting that process to happen. Did Mohbad during his lifetime? See, some people are saying Wunmi is running from, I think Aries also said it, that Wunmi is fighting the DNA. No. If she is fighting it, she wouldn't have agreed with her lawyer that she was going to do it, but some conditions have to be met. People don't know anything about this DNA case now. They think Wunmi is fighting it. Wunmi said, I'm going to do it. Please go and check the exchange between Falana and David Fale around November. Wunmi said she was going to do it and gave conditions. And that conditions is still what is happening at the DNA court till today. If you can't come and meet me for a DNA, but you went through your lawyers to ask me for DNA, no problem. Then we'll go through the law. That is Wunmi's stand. You did not come to meet me physically. Neither did you call a family meeting and I was put in the middle. You didn't do that. But a letter was sent by your lawyers to my own lawyer that you need the DNA of this boy. No problem. Since you made it a legal route, I'm also going to reply you through the legal way that yes, this is what the Constitution says. The only person that can tell me to bring the DNA or to say this son has to be put for DNA is my husband, and he is dead. He is dead. Except you want to tell me you slept with me and you are contesting the paternity of the child. That is when, yes, you can do that. If not, let the court now order me. That is the simple issue. That is what is being discussed at the DNA court. Since my husband is dead, the court is going to ask, is there any evidence Mohbad actually had any dispute about his son's paternity? That is why after so many months, that is why Prime Boy was trying to put it in his own speech that it was that day that we were going, and when we got there, it was I slept with her once, I did this thing once, not knowing that there was a video that Mohbad did before they left the house, that he was even saying to the son who was inside the jeep, the same jeep that they carried that same day. Lost Honkoto Kurole, the jeep was already parked outside. Mohbad was already dressed. He was saying, my boy. Is that the same Mohbad that same day that was asking for paternity? Some people, you need to check the arrangement of these facts. So, that Wunmi is not contesting whether Wunmi only gave conditions. Since you didn't call me to a family meeting, no problem. You sent a lawyer, no problem. You sent a note from a lawyer, no problem. I'm replying you and I'm giving you my conditions. Since my husband is dead and my child, I can't go against his rights. His rights, the Child Rights Act states that it's only his father that can ask for this, except if you want to claim him to be your to be your son, your direct son, because the same law does not call the grandfather; it calls the father of the son, and the law is not the law does not transfer to the grandparents or to the extended family. It talks about the nuclear family. Now, if this is not possible, the only option you have is that a court is going to. We are not going to do this thing informally. I'll just go to any DNA center. No, a court will now give us a court order and directs us on the procedures. The court will now say, this is the DNA center you use. This is the one that you use. And they are going to ensure that everything goes through the right way. When you see who sent me this, okay, Visitant, sorry, I saw your missed call just now. I think you were trying to call me too when I wasn't here. Thank you for that. There are so many things that happened that day that the social media does not know. I was throwing an open question some days ago. I said, in the CTC, it was observed that the nurse was in tears about her actions and was in tears telling the doctor what she gave and what brought about the condition of Mohbad, how they brought him into the hospital. That's number one. In the second hospital, they asked me, where was the nurse? She said the nurse was with us throughout. Now, don't forget something. Baba has a video that said he was at the junction of the hospital at Osapa, London. That is Perez Hospital, not Pyramid. Perez Hospital. Now, you're at Osapa, London, and you said, I did not leave the place until I see his body. Questions these people are failing to ask, and that is what happened this morning in Aries. They were claiming that the nurse was never arrested. Whose problem is that? Why is it Wunmi that you are pointing hands at? Shoti ṣọ́ọ̀kọ́ ẹ ti kú mọ́ ẹ lórí rìn ni àbí kàtẹ́ gbàdúrà kí ọkọ ẹ àmì ìgbọ́ Yorùbá o káì kó ṣọ́kú mọ́ ẹ lórí àbí is that the right Yorùbá? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ help me. Àwọn èèyàn okay.
Kó ṣọ́kú mọ́ kọ́kọ́ ṣọ́kú mọ́ lórí.
Ṣé ká gbàdúrà kọ́kọ́ ṣọ́kú mọ́ ẹ lórí? You should now check yourself if you would be composed. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ pé kí Wunmi ṣe lọ́jọ́ tí ọkọ ẹ̀ kú yẹn, whether you will be composed of directing. Okay, ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan ṣe bó ti kún sìn. Okay, ìwọ́n sìn. Mọ́ọ̀gù ló dájú ní island because celebrity ló call me. And then, yes, okay, wọ́n ní 24 hours power supply. Ibẹ̀ máa ń tutù gan àbí? Ṣé o ti gbókùn lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀? Okay, ìwọ ló máa gbé lọ. Ìwọ àtìlẹ̀, ìwọ lọ lé sìn. Kó lọ mú aṣọ tó máa wọ̀ lọ sí mortuary. So ìwọ, àwọn aṣọ kan would ṣé irú ẹni náà máa wà composed tó máa mọ bí tí àwọn èèyàn wà? Go and check her CTC statements. All her questions stopped at how did you get home? She said, I don't even know. I only know that I was put in an Uber. That is all. Go and check the CTC. I don't even know how I got home. I only know that I was put into an Uber. That is all. They did not even ask her any questions concerning Bella or anything because there are some things that we wouldn't let out of social media. We wouldn't let it out on social media until if Wunmi wants to say it herself. Months ago, that video is not on social media. That how was she at Perez Hospital? She was half naked. That is only if she wants to put it out though. But me, I've seen it. Only if she wants to put it out, go around me. The only thing she told me that day, you can play the audio. I don't want people carry my this thing all about. That was how she was. The woman yesterday, she told you how she also was. That hospital ni. For 3 hours. Do you think hospital like that woman of yesterday, that widow of yesterday, that she said when they told her, when they went to the Naval Hospital and they also said he was brought in dead, and in fact, rigor mortis had started. He's already stiffening up. She even said he had already stiffened up. That they even told them that they have to break his legs. Because moto to jokosi and that was, they had been taking him to hospitals before they took him to that Naval Hospital. Rigor mortis starts, go and check, starts from down, starts from the toes up. From the toes up. They have to break the legs. Now, she said she was walking around the hospital. Why can't people go and ask her, while you were walking around the hospital, which ward did you enter? Or can you show us the part you were walking? I'm very sure she was walking blind. I'm very sure she was walking blind. And thank God she was strong-hearted. At least it's something I have studied before. Mental disorder, how it happens, the stages, types, different types. Denial of the truth is even a mental disorder. At that point, for her to even sit down with a corpse, the husband she lost, and you're like, baby, wake up now. Your area girl is here. Baby, now. Baby, wake up now. See, at that point, she was mentally disturbed. Please cry. Because at that point, some people don't know that for you to shed tears is even controlled by your brain. That part of the brain was dead at that period. That part of the brain was dead at that period. Mental, you're just like, is this thing real? Am I dreaming? This thing is not real. Matoji. Aries, I've told you, go and treat yourself. There are so many things social media does not know. Have they asked Baba, when you got to that junction, did you see that nurse? The nurse was still with them at Perez. How did the nurse leave that day? This is a question I usually ask. I usually ask myself, how did the nurse get home that day? How did the nurse get home that day? Did she follow them into the ambulance? Did she follow the ambulance to the police station? What did Baba... Now, did they drive the ambulance into the police station? Or the ambulance was outside? Did police come to inspect the body? What kind of report did Baba do inside? Did Baba report that a corpse is outside? Or did Baba even report that a nurse that treated the corpse, that engineered the death, is outside? Did Baba put that there? Or did Baba just say, hey, my son is dead and we want to move the body from Lekki to Ikorodu. Was that the report? Why are people not asking this Baba? Baba will come out every Sunday. You go there, you'll be Baba, you're the best father in the world. Why are you not asking him sensible questions of what happened that day? Baba, Kilode, why did you hide that Blessing called you? Why did you hide that Prime Boy called you severally? Why were you calling even the ballet, even before you went to the police station? Why were you asking of the phone of Mohbad in that house, even before moving the body? Who removed, you said in your CTC that Mohbad was putting on a shirt and trouser with no shoes. Who removed those clothes in the ambulance when it got to Ikorodu? Who made the measurements of the white clothes he was putting on? Why are these questions not asked? Was it Iyalolade that planned all of this? Darusha is not living in Ikorodu. How did you know a funeral home in the middle of the night? A funeral home not at Ebute in Ikorodu, but one at Beribe on the way to Okileli, to your house. How did you know that that funeral home will be opened in the middle of the night? These are questions you guys need to ask. Not that I have a proclamation that it was Umi, she's guilty. No evidence. If you want social media to know things, ask the right questions. Ask the right questions. To me, the only evidence we have, there was a question asked, is there any substantial evidence? Yes, there is. What is the substantial evidence that we have? It's the 34-minute video of the Commissioner of Police. That is the only evidence I call substantial evidence, because this is a conclusive evidence made from the statements of 26 people. A summary of all what they said, including the confession of the nurse that administered the injections. So when it is asked, is there any evidence out there? Yes, there is. Because who are the people in charge of investigation? It is not Yomi Fabi. It is not Baba. It is not Wumi. Who are the people in charge of investigation? The police, whether you like it or not. Whether if you continue to say that the police is corrupt, do you trust the police? Whether you like it or not, the people that are in charge of the investigation, that we pay tax money to, whether you like it or not, it is still the Nigerian police force. Whether you like it or not, it is not Papriano. It is not aristocrat. It is not Dawa class. It is not Yeye Kudi. It is not Buki Jesse that is in charge of investigation that will submit to the High Court. It is not social media videos or the submission of Dawa class that will be submitted at the High Court or that will be submitted to the magistrate of the coroner inquest. I am not a suspect. I am not a witness. I will not be called for any questioning. Which evidence is out there? The police. And that is the only evidence. That is the only investigative body that is in charge of Mohbad's case. Whether Yomi hires FBI to come and go through each house, all what he gets, if he doesn't submit it to the Nigerian police force, it remains null and void. If Aries likes and says that she is perfect, she has 100% what language that she has the 100% comment section. I've been talking for minutes.
Do you mean conviction?
Yes, conviction. She has 100% conviction that Wunmi is guilty. If she can't submit evidence to the Nigerian police force, it remains null and void. All these shouts on Lati's platform, if you can't submit any evidence to the Nigerian police force, it remains null and void. You would only shout till thy kingdom come. If Dawa class does not submit any evidence of Prime Boy, it remains null and void. Yes, I'll talk against myself too. It remains null and void. But don't forget, whatever evidence we have, the police have it. So we are not just talking. Prime Boy, Wunmi said, Sorolo, continue talking. We will continue streaming and recording. Iṣẹ́ tá a gbà nìyẹn. Ìtàn máa fún wa pé ká máa jó nú ẹ̀, a máa fi jó, tá a máa play orin mọ́. Èyí tó yẹ pé evidence lélẹ́yìí o, ó yá send it to pàǹtí, a máa ṣe. We're going to do them. So, my dear people, there are enough things that would not be discussed on social media. So many things. And that is why these things we said, we'll give Wunmi the chance to use these things as her arsenal when she gets to the High Court. If this case is escalates there, proceeds to the High Court.
When she goes to the High Court as a key witness.
As a key witness.
I have to add that one now.
Yes.
Yes,
as a key witness. But let us not forget. See, this thing I said today. Okay, let me just. Let me just give you one. I said something the other time that. Let me see if I have it here. Let me see if I have it here. Okay. I said there are some things that Prime Boy on page 11 of the CTC. On page 11 of the CTC. So that they shouldn't think Dawa class lied just now that Mohbad gave 3 punches. It is there. So it's not a new thing. I've told you that they fought, that there was a fight, that the evidences we have are about 10. 4 were played the other day. This is number 5. This is number 5. I said 2 are, we will never speak of them on social media. We will never speak of them on social media. We will just look. Now Wunmi go do that one himself. On page 11, I'm reading the last paragraph. It says, Etetio, according to Ibrahim is the same person as Prime Boy. According to Ibrahim, as they were trying to leave the premises, the venue was blocked by other vehicles, and he tried to come down from the vehicle, but Ibrahim advised him not to come down, but he insisted, and in the process, arguments ensued between him and Ibrahim, and this was witnessed by the driver of the Jeep. He said, Mohbad punched Ibrahim more than 3 times Oh, sorry, I said 3 times. It was even more than 3 times. More than 3 times. And he did not retaliate. And the guy dodged and he punched the side glass of the Jeep and he sustained injury. Then he asked Ibrahim to leave and Ibrahim left. Then he returned home back to where they live at Lekki. The next day in the morning, that's on Monday, the driver of the Jeep slept there and the wife brought money that he should replace the glass of the Jeep. This statement was said by ASP Mohammed Yusuf. On page 10, he introduced himself. He said, "My name is ASP Mohammed Yusuf. I am attached to the homicide section, States CID, Bansi." So that is evidence number 5, that Prime Boy himself has said it at Bansi. So Prime Boy, no problem. If you like, continue to say there was no fight. Continue. Your statements?
Mr. Dawa. So now, Prime Boy wants us to believe that Mohbad was just punching the air, right? And how did he see Mohbad punching the air when he had left, right? Because he said nothing happened. Mohbad just told me, "Oh yeah, get down," and he just walked away. So how did he see Mohbad punching the air? Abi, Chebi is the one that told the police that Mohbad punched, but he dodged.
He's the one that told them at Bansi.
Exactly.
What I read now, no be me. Now the police where they in charge of the case. Now talk and say, now waiting Prime Boy tell us be that too.
The police where investigates. Where collect evidence. I mean, where collect confession from all of them. Is it confession I'll call it?
So no be lagbaja talk and say Prime Boy said I didn't say so. I read word for word on page 11 of the CTC. So this is evidence number 5. Evidence number 6 is that of the Commissioner of Police, who said there was a violent fight. Check it to play any. Oh God. Emma pa Prime Boy, you anything this platform. Enough of this. This guy called me for an interview. What would I call it? K-Crown.
Yeah. He has tagged every